All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue the magical Year 7 with our President's Trophy winning Arizona Coyotes. We got the regular season trophy, and now it's time for the big one, the playoff trophy, the league trophy, the Stanley Cup. We're up here in the Stanley Cup Finals against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and what a run it's been. The last round, 7 games against a tough St. Louis Blues team. We were down 3-1, and we came back. Brendan Hope played great, only allowing 2 goals against every single game, not having a game where he allowed more than 2 goals. And Corey Perry, as well as our younger players, showing up. Corey Perry big time in game number 7, getting back-to-back quick goals in the third period. And our young guns showing up as well, Yakupov and Toffoli, right? So everyone's playing good. Round before that, we beat the LA Kings in 7 games, all right? So we've had a tough run to the finals, and in round number 1, we beat the Chicago Blackhawks. So in the year where we won the President's Trophy, we beat Chicago, who has been a powerhouse in the first 7 years. We beat LA, who has also been a powerhouse, a team that's eliminated us a few times. And we beat a team, St. Louis, that also eliminated us in like year 2 or 3, right? So we've had a great run to get here, but now there's one more step, and it's the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, so before we get to that, we have some more fan art, and I think for the future I'm gonna have to pick just a few fan art because we got a lot for this one, but because it's the Stanley Cup Finals, I want to show it all to you guys. All right, so first one, Arizona Coyotes 2020-2021 Western Conference champions. That's right, you can't take that away from us now. We've officially done it for the first time in franchise history. Arizona Coyotes versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Very nice. What is that? Keith Yandle and Phil Kessel. Very nice. This is our year. Is that the new hashtag? This is our year. All right, I'll go with it. This is our year. Very nice. Oh, look at that one. Yeah, Arizona versus Toronto. We've seen that a few times for every single round. Very nice. Look at these 4. Very nice for individual player profiles. Keith Yandle, Nail Yakupov, Anze Kopitar, and Corey Perry. I'm loving this roster of Arizona Coyotes. There it is again, Corey Perry, the man leading our team in goals. Very nice. Who is that? Corey Perry, Keith Yandle, and Anze Kopitar, our 3 leaders. That's what we need. Keith Yandle versus Dion Phaneuf, the 2 captains. I wonder if Dion's going to be on the team. I'd imagine maybe if he hasn't retired yet. Brendan Hope, I do have hope, baby. Absolutely. What's this one? Last year they were in the minors. This year they are hoping for the cup. Oh, yeah, our young guns, baby. Our young guns are leading the team. They're getting so much experience in this. Ooh, I like that one. Look at that. Arizona versus Toronto. That one is Kopitar, JVR, Phil Kessel. Very nice. 2021 Stanley Cup champions. Who is that? Hope, Kopitar, Yakupov, Perry, Yandle, and Barry, our first line. Very nice. I have hope. That's another hashtag. Ooh, look at that one. That's some nice art right there. Yandle versus Dion Phaneuf. The kid shows up, Nail Yakupov. He had the slow first round, but he showed up big time for us in round number 3. Hope versus Reimer. I actually think it's Jonathan Bernier in the net, but Reims might still be a backup. Look at this one. Will history be made for the first time, or will the drought end? Fuck no, the drought's not going to end just yet, baby. We're putting together a good roster. Arizona's taking it, and there is always hope. All right, so there you go. Thank you for the fan art. I think for the future, I'll start weeding out some. I'll pick my favorites, but the Stanley Cup Finals, we got to show everyone, all right? So, Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see what we're going up against here. Interesting team. 7 years in. Thing about the Toronto Maple Leafs in year number 1, they're still a fairly young team. Guys like Lupul's probably gone. David Clarkson's probably gone. But Phil Kessel, JVR, Nazem Kadri, and that, in fact, is their first line. Yes, JVR, 87 power forward. Nazem Kadri, the dream, 87 playmaker. And Phil Kessel, 91 sniper. That is a filthy first line. It could be a little bit better, but JVR and Kadri both being 87, and the big superstar Phil Kessel at 91, and every different player type, you know, I'd like that first line. It's pretty good. Second line, Snapsky, 81 sniper, Bozak, 85, and Willie Nee, 83 playmaker. It's not a bad player type combination with a sniper, two-way forward playmaker. I think Snapsky and Nylander are more third liners, though, for a Stanley Cup winning team, but they're here. They had to go through the Eastern Conference, though, man. We had the tougher job. Third line, Payarvi, Markov, and Haskik. Payarvi for the third line, Markov, they must be a draft pick. Not bad for the third line. And Haskik, again, nothing too spectacular on the depth. And then the fourth line, McGinn, Biggs, and Ashton. It's not a bad fourth line. High 70s. It's not like they got low 70s in there. And they're all forwards. Biggs is not a center, though, so fourth line center. he doesn't have good face-offs, I wouldn't say. So, you know, offensively, nothing too spectacular here other than Phil Kessel on that first line. But Phil being a knight, I mean, we saw what Pietrangelo and Shattenkirk did to us in the last series with St. Louis, right? Phil's going to be on the power play everywhere, so he's going to be the guy that we got to be able to shut down. And tie that in with them having an offensive defenseman at 89 overall who's going to be on the power play with him, with Morgan Rielly. Yeah, these guys might have some offense. Morgan Rielly and Jake Gardiner. So Dion Phaneuf is not on the team anymore. He's probably retired 7 years in. All right, so Big Dion's not there, but they got Rielly, Gardiner, Scandella, Franzen is still there. All right, it's not a bad... it's not a horrible second line because they do have a really good first line with an 89 and an 87. But it could be a little bit better. And then the third line, Finn and Gannon, or Gagnon. It's again, I don't know how they got this far, man. Jesus. They must have, what about the goaltender? Who is it? What the hell? Oh my god. I thought Reimer or Bernier would be, there must be an injury. They must have an injury or two. So Fortin, 81, Tremblay, 75. We might have something cooking here, boys. All right? We've faced much tougher teams in the playoffs. You got to watch out for Phil the Thrill, Kadri and JVR, and Morgan Rielly and Jake Gardiner. But Phil's the only superstar out of that. They have decent depth. All right, and they don't have a goaltender. 81 overall, please. I should be able to score at will against him. All right, so before we do any of that, let me go to edit lines because what we're going to do again is we're going to put the young guns on the first line, and if things get crazy, then we go to Kopitar and Corey Perry, all right? Also, you guys were saying Keith Yandle's dropped down to 85, so I'll get Ekman Larson on the first line. Keith Yandle can go on the second one, all right? I like to keep our captains together. There you go. Our, what's it called? You know, actually, no, I'll get Barzell. There you go. Barzell and Yakupov have had a good second round, or third round. All right, but I like to keep our veteran players together. Keep them going together. Kopitar, Horvat, Pierlini. No, get Kopitar out of there. I put Pierlini back in there because still want some experience, and these were the players that we had during our President's Trophy run. So I want to get the same players back in there. Who was it? Bo Horvat, right? Yes, and Zach Smith. 4-on-4 lines, Barzell, Yakupov. There you go. All right, extra attacker is going to be Barzell. You know, I'm going to put the extra attacker as on Zach Kopitar and Brendan Hope. Absolutely. All right, so there's our lineups going into the finals here. Taking our time. And let's check out the injuries for the Toronto Maple Leafs, not the LA Kings, right? I made that mistake in the last video. I was like friggin' 40% of the comments. Hey, Johnny, you freaking moron. You were looking at the LA Kings when you were supposed to be looking at the LA, or St. Louis Blues, right? All right, so let's go to Toronto. There you go. Jonathan Bernier, a broken hand. June 27th. Fucking A, he's gone for the playoffs. Somebody took a shot and it was so hard. Maybe it was Dan McKenzie. He blasted a clapper right against his hand and broke it. He probably still made the save. Got him to the Stanley Cup final, but he broke his hand doing it. So we don't have to worry about Jonathan Bernier at all. June 27th, it's impossible for him to come back. It's May 27th, all right? So he ain't coming back till, like, yeah, the draft, basically. So we get to go up against the Toronto Maple Leafs with an 81 overall goaltender, all right? Oh, this is our year, boys. This is our year. All right, so how long was that fucking intro? I was like 8 minutes in. All right, hang on 1 second here, boys. So, boys, it is finally time. Year number 7, round number 4, Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in franchise history. We've had a long trek to get here, but no more excuses. We won the President's Trophy. We got home ice advantage. Here we go against the blue and white. The red and white, the burgundy and white versus the blue and white. Come on now, Arizona. Let's get off to the right start in this series. Let's set a precedent the entire series. Here we go. First period. Yeah, baby. And leave it up to the fourth line. So they got that goaltender Fortin in the net. We're out shooting them 12-11. Even shot so far. Just look out for Phil the Thrill. All right, boys? Watch out for that little bastard. Second period. All right, I'll take that. Anze Kopitar. James Van Riemsdyk gets a goal. You're not going to be able to keep JVR, Kadri, and Kessel off the scoring sheet. We just have to have the mentality where we need to get goals, all right? I want 4 goals before the end of the third period every game. They got an 81 overall goaltender and 2 offensive-minded defensemen on their first line. Let's go. We can get shots, even though they're out shooting us 26-20. So here we go. Third period. Come on now, boys. Brendan Hope. Power play. Oh, okay. Penalty kill. Penalty kill. Good job, Bo Horvat. Oh, Phil the Thrill. Snapshot from his fucking marquee spot. Low blocker, I guarantee you. Oh my god, it's coming down to the willy-nilly. Oh, okay, hang on. We're going overtime. We're going overtime, boys. All right, so what did I say about that first line from the Toronto Maple Leafs? Phil Kessel and JVR get the goals. They're out shooting us 37-28, so that offensive defenseman, man, they're getting some shots on the net. Come on now, Brendan Hope, in overtime, who's going to be the stud? I shouldn't do motivational speeches, but I just did one. Come on now. Here we go, overtime. Oh, power play. Yeah, baby! Tyson Barrie! He gets his biggest NHL career goal. It's a power play goal in overtime to win Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals on home ice. Fucking A, yeah. All right, I'm not going to get too into it just yet. That's our first game. They outplayed us. They had more shots than us. They came back in the third period, but we still squeaked out the win. Good freaking job there, Brendan Hope. You played great. Don't worry about that goal in the third period. You played great. We need more offense, boys. There's no way in hell why we shouldn't be able to get points against this team. So our first goal from Roussel, Morris, and Ekman-Larsson. Second goal from Kopitar, Corey Perry, and Ekman-Larsson. So there's Kopitar and Perry, baby. And Tyson Barrie from Matthew Barzal. He set him up. All right, so we got some good depth goal scoring in that game. Goals from all over the place. Ekman-Larsson had a few points in there as well. Corey Perry and Kopitar. All right, I'm at the point now where I don't even want points from individual players. I just want wins. I don't care who shows up. Just get me wins, all right? So we won Game 1. Game 2, let's take a stranglehold. Let's keep this home ice advantage. We've earned it with that President's Trophy. Come on now, boys. First period. Oh, yes! Our young guns, Matthew Barzal and Jesse fucking Mills. The 6'6" Sasquatch gets it done. And Nail Yakupov, he continues to stay hot. All the young guns. Yes, I don't need Kopitar and Keith Yandel and Corey Perry yet, boys. This is great. This is great. The young guns have learned. They've learned from the Jedi Masters ahead of them. All right, second period. Come on now. Just maintain this lead. Second period. All right, that's maintaining it. I'll take that. Pair of fourth line goals from both teams. McGinn and Roussel. Look at that. Consecutive games. Back to back. He's got goals. Stanley Cup Finals. This guy's playing himself into a new contract with Arizona. All right. Brendan Hope, man. You got a 3-goal lead. You got the routine +1. You know what? I got hope and hope. We all got hope and hope. He doesn't allow 3 goals in the third period. Not in the Stanley Cup Finals. Brendan Hope. I got fucking hope and hope, baby. It's a hashtag. I have hope. I have hope! Yeah! He doesn't even allow 1! What a freaking monster. 26 shots on the net. Brendan Hope makes 25 saves. What did I say? I want 4 goals before the end of the third period. We did it. Our defense showed up. Our goaltender showed up. Depth goal scoring. Fourth line. Everything's showing up right now. Matthew Barzal from Ekman-Larsson and Nail Yakupov. Jesse Mills from Dylan Strome and Pierlini. Thank you, young guns. Yeah, and Yakupov from Barzal and Toffoli. Roussel from Lou Morris. That's Lou Morris' second assist in consecutive games. All right, see? We went through the Western Conference to get here. Now we're going up against an Eastern Conference injury-riddled Toronto Maple Leafs, man. We're ready for this. We're tuned up. And now we got the 2-0 series lead. Now we got to go back to the ACC. Don Cherry in the building. Hopefully he's still in the building in 7 years from now. All right, he's got the Toronto Maple Leafs pumped, but I don't care. We're coming right through them. First period. Okay. Look at that. We outshot them 12-3. Fortin's playing out of his mind right now. He wants to take that job from Jonathan Bernier. All right, come on now, boys. We got to get some goals here. Second period. Oh, there it is, Jake Gardner. All right, so we got a game here. We're having a tough time scoring some goals. We've had 25 shots on the net. We're getting chances, but Fortin is standing on his head. So come on now, boys. This is a game where Corey Perry and Kopitar, third period, it's time for you guys to step up here. All right, I want to take a stranglehold in this series. I don't want Toronto to win their 2 home games and make it a 2-2 series. We got to win this game, all right? We got to win this game. Let's go, boys. Here we go. Third period. Come on now. Kopitar, Corey Perry, Keith Yandel. Come on, somebody. Oh, didn't get it. 30-plus shots. Now a second power play. 35. Oh, and Cody Franz his slap shot from his right side. That's trademark. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, they get back in the series with an incredible goaltending performance by their 81 overall Fortin goalie. 38 saves for the shutout. We basically doubled their shots, 38-19, and they beat us 2-0. All right. So this is not going to be a romp and stomp series. I thought it would be an offensively minded series, but they were able to keep us off the scoring sheet that time. Scouting assignment. All right. I still have that top 10 pick. You know what? There's a top 5 guy there, and there's a top 10 in the United States. Let's go 6 weeks. All right, there you go. Let's not focus on drafting, though. We're focused on the damn Stanley Cup. All right, Corey Perry and Anze Kopitar, I'm going to call you guys out a little bit. I know you guys have gotten us this far. We're up 2-1 in the series, fine. But there's 3 games where you guys really haven't shown up. Game 1, you had a point, right? I take that back. But, like, where's the games where you guys take over and you win? You know what I mean? It's time for you guys to show up, all right? This is a must-win. I was feeling great after being up 2-0. I don't want them to tie it up 2-2, all right? In the ACC, let's go. Let's just go. Let's show up. First period, this freaking Thornton guy's not going to keep us off the scoring sheet again, all right, boys? Just freaking shoot the puck as hard as you can. You injure all their players, I don't care. Just wire the puck on the net. Don't try to score. Just put the puck as hard as you can right in the middle. First period. All right, there you go. Bo Horvat, see? Slap shot from the point. He listened to me. Bo Horvat on the third line. He just rips one from the point. Doesn't even care where it goes. It finds a way in the back of the net. Now, they're out shooting us 12-4. So, Brendan Hope, maybe I'm looking at you after that game that Thornton just had. You got to come back and be competitive. Show him what a real goaltender, how he looks. Come on now. Second period. Oh, that's not how a real goaltender looks. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, they come back and take a 2-1 lead. Going into the third period, goals from Morgan Riley and Tyler Bozak. Oh, man, this is turning into a series now. I didn't want this. I wanted this to be over quickly. All right, third period. Kopitar, Corey Perry, I need you guys. Oh, power play. Oh, couldn't get it done. Power play again. Couldn't get it done. Don't tell me this Thornton kid's going to have another stand on his head type game. We're not getting any shots. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. And then back-to-back games. All right, I got to go. Got to pull up the ace. Got to get the ace out of out of my sleeve right now, man. Got to go to the top guns on the first line. Just not getting goals now. Morgan Riley from Kadri and Kessel. Bozak from Nylander and Skapsy. So their first and second line got goals for them. And now the series is back to being 2-2, man. Jesus. I thought we had the advantage. But somehow an 81 overall goaltender is keeping the puck out of the net. All right, so we got to do it now, boys. All right. Every time we've ran into a little bit of adversity in the playoffs, we call upon our top players, all right? Nothing against the younger guys who have done pretty good, and yes, Ekman Larsson's been doing good, but it's just what we do. We throw our top captain, experienced veteran players on the first line. We let them lead us to the Stanley Cup. End of story, all right? They lead us to the Stanley Cup. Kopitar, there you go. That's what we got him for. That's what we're going to use him for, all right? I wanted to give the chance to the young guns to take over. They did great in games number 1 and 2, but the Toronto Maple Leafs have been able to scratch or crawl their way back into this series, so I got to be able to take over here. We got to go with our top players. All right, so there you go. Corey Perry, Kopitar, and Petrie up on the first line. I really need something out of you guys now. All right, back-to-back games. We've gone 120 minutes against the Toronto Maple Leafs with scoring 1 goal. That's not good enough. They don't have a good defensive core other than like 2 offensively-minded defensemen. They have an 81 overall goaltender. Jonathan Bernier is still injured. All right, so come on, boys. No more excuses. Corey Perry, Anze Kopitar. This would be a horrible upset if they come back now. I need you guys to step up big time for us. First period. Oh, okay, I'll take it. I thought they were up there for a second. Markov, their third line center. Matthew Barzal, our second line center. And Lucas Petrie, first line right wing. So finally, our top 2 lines are getting goals for us. That's what we need. We're out shooting them 14-9. Come on now, home ice advantage. Let's play for our fans. Second period. All right, I'll take that. 27 shots to 19. Still outplaying them. So I'd say that we continue to get the shots in the third period, but we need some more goals, all right? Phil Kessel is on that team. He's only 1 shot away from tying this game up. We need some more offense. Kopitar, Corey Perry. I'm looking at you guys. Freaking third and fourth line have gotten us goals this series already, all right? You guys need to take over right now. So here we go. Here we freaking go. Third period. Oh, game number 5. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they tied it up. Power play. No, another power play for Toronto. Good kill. Yeah, Brendan Pierlini, third liner. Our young gun's getting it done. Come on now, Brendan Hope. I have hope. Yes! All right. Brendan Hope, it was a little bit of a back and forth game right there, but he killed off the remaining 10 minutes and 46 seconds to give the Arizona Coyotes a 3-2 win in game number 5 to put them up 3-2 in the series, which means the Stanley Cup is going to be in the building in the next game. Holy shit. We've come so far. Barzal from Yakupov and Toffoli, young gun line. Petrie from Ekman Larsson and Kopitar. All right, older line. Pierlini from Yandel and Barry. Yandel gets a point as well. Looks like Corey Perry's kind of been silent this series. He's been great to get us here, but we need him to step up. At least we still have the 3-2 series lead. We have the depth, but the Stanley Cup is in the building now, boys. It's there. We can do it. We have 2 chances to win it. I don't care if it's on the road. I don't care. I'll take the win. All right, so let's go. Arizona. Right into it. We're going to go real-time simulation the entire game. We got to now. We got to give... Oh, baby! Ekman Larson! Ekman Larson gets a power play goal to start it. Nail Yakupov! Power play goal! What a great start on the road. No, this Fortin guy, he can't stop us, man. Those 2 games, it was butt-fuck lucky. Come on, baby. We got this. Second period, here we go. Arizona, they got the 2-0 lead. Penalty kill, good job, boys. 10 minutes left, we're halfway through the game. Power play. Oh, Corey Perry! When it's on the line, he shows up. He gets the insurance marker. It's a 3-0 lead. I'm not stopping it. I'm not jinxing it. We're going into the third period. Arizona, power play. It's coming down to it. We're going to do it. Penalty kill. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah! Brendan Hope! Brendan Hope! He gets a shutout in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And the Arizona Coyotes, for the first time in franchise history, are the Stanley Cup champions. Oh my goodness gracious. What a fucking series. What a game. What a roster. What a year. Year 7 will go down in history for Arizona as being one of the most successful years of all time. A President's Trophy win and a Stanley Cup, while beating Chicago, LA, and St. Louis to get to the finals and to toast the Toronto Maple Leafs, whose fans are certainly rioting in the streets right now. Oh my God. Don Cherry just had a heart attack. No! But the good news is that the Arizona Coyotes have finally done it, baby. On the shoulders of our veterans. And it just makes it perfect that Corey Perry officially has the last goal any Arizona Coyote has in the year that we won the Stanley Cup. Oh, look at these stats, boys. Ekman Larson from Barzell and Petrie. Barzy and Petrie. 2 draft picks, all right? Petrie shows up. Everyone was saying to go after, what's his name? McKenzie. Petrie got an assist in a Stanley Cup final clinching game. Yakupov, he showed up from Ekman Larson and Pilon. Pilon, another draft pick, just like Barzell got an assist. And Corey Perry from Tyson Barrie and Anze Kopitar. There's the veterans getting the clincher right there. Second period to put your team up by 3 in an elimination game to win the Stanley Cup. You've just cooled the heads of all the rookies on the team. And then we go into the third period and we shut her down defensively. All right, all on the shoulders of Brendan Hope as well. Holy shiza baniza, boys. Year 7. It is going to go down as the best year in the franchise, in the history of the franchise. Oh my goodness gracious, boys. So, it was a wild ride to get here. All right, there were some ups, there were some downs. People saying that the trades that I was making, the GM has lost his mind. We should trade for younger guns. But you know what? It took us 7 years to get here, and it's about time. The Arizona Coyotes are officially on the top of the NHL mountain.